Hello, welcome back. It's race day again. So, yeah, it's the second round of the Braintree BMX summer season. And I'm just loading up the van, or just getting the van ready to load up. Louis still at school, be home very shortly. But by the time you see this, he would have officially left school. Okay, he's got to go back for some exams and that, but yeah, he would have actually left school. So I've just moved the van forward enough to get all the gear in when he gets home. Yeah, so last week, obviously we sorted out the transponder, so we know that all works, all works as it should. The only problem I see tonight, really, is they're building house opposite the BMX track, and apparently they've dug up some of the pits, or the car park. So it might be a bit awkward for parking tonight. I do believe they've got the car park open in the football club behind, but yeah, so that might be a little bit awkward for parking. Trying to get the sun so it's not, it's just kind of the top of the house, just catch me in the back of the van here. But yeah, so I'm trying to get the sun off the camera. But yeah, so we're going to sort of try to time it so we get there for 5:30. It's only about 15 minutes down the road, depending on traffic, and but we're going to try to get there at sort of a reasonable time. I want to get there fairly early. We always try to get there early for parking, and then yeah, same as last week. The schedule is 5:30 for car park opening, 6 o'clock for practice and sign on if anyone else wants to sign on the night, and then 7 o'clock is racing. We're not going for anything again this week, but I really want him to get in the A final again. That would be good. Not very. I don't care where he comes in the A final, but if he can get in the A final, I'll be happy, because there's 11 riders booked in, and obviously there'll be some more booking tonight. So yeah, we'll watch his space on how many there is. So if he can get the A final, I'll be chuffed. He's had a bit of a hard week this week at school. I think they're just giving him a bit of a hard time because he's leaving, basically. But yeah, so he's had a bit of hassle. He's been a bit stressed out, as we all have. And yeah, let's see what happens when we get racing. Well, we went up there Saturday afternoon. They had a gate start practice. Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning actually, and he had a bit of a practice, and had a couple of goes at some bits where he was sort of struggling last week on the race night. So yeah, he gained a bit of time on them, but he has to build his confidence up on them bits. So he might not be able to. I don't think in 3 sort of races and a final he'll be able to get his head round it. It's definitely a confidence thing rather than a speed thing. But as soon as he can learn and sort of come off that tabletop and jump that first bit, it'll be okay, I think. His confidence, and like I say, he ain't been going long, so I think he's still doing well, Well, I'm happy anyway, that's what matters, and he's happy. So yeah, so like I say, I'm going to see what I can film tonight, see if I can get a bit more action, and yeah, let's see how we get on. As soon as he gets back here, we'll start loading the van. Now we just got here, Louis going up the hill. He's going to do a couple of practice laps. A bit of a problem, all that stuff, that box of all the goodies fell on his bike, so that's a good start. That's not my handbag, by the way. And we met some people next to us who've been watching the channel. I think the number was 289, so we're keeping an eye on him, see how he does as well. Louis just doing a practice gate. He's done a few. I can't actually see the string, it's the sun. He's there somewhere. Just another practice start. This is how it comes up. So you've got Moto 1, and then it says 8.5, so that's race 8, or Moto 8, and gate 5, and then 22, and I don't think that's it, better. Hopefully you can see that. I can't see the screen, the sun's on it. And that's what you go by, and then it'll re-alter for the final. Louis' first moto. Go on, Louis! Right, Louis' second manual of the night. Gate 5 again. Come on, Louis! Fuck's sake, never mind. Right, it's third moto, it's running 9th at the moment, he's in gate 1. And he's gone out wide again. Go on, Louis! Go on, Louis! That's alright. I didn't realise there's one behind him. Right, still got the final to come, and I've also recorded the elite final. That's not very long. I'll put that right on the end, the elite final. Yeah, it was great yesterday to meet the young lad who watches the channel, and his dad. I did get your number, but I did run out your name, but I forgot it. I'm terrible with names. But maybe another meeting, you let me know if you see me up there again. Let me know, and I'll bang you on the video. See you on it for a bit. Yeah, good chat with his dad. Just talking about BMXing and stuff, so that was good. Right, so you see the 3 motos. A lot closer racing this time. Louis was up there a bit more, getting more involved with it. It wasn't so spread out as last time. It was all closer. It might not look it on the video, but it was a lot closer and a lot more action-packed, if you know what I mean. So that was better. The times on the 3 motos were all in the 42 seconds for Louis. So it's about the same as last week, given a few hundredths of a second and all this sort of stuff. But all in the 42s. What was okay? What was good? Yes, I did swear. You did hear me swear, because I just knew you weren't going to get the A final. And it's not so much for me. As you know, I have to fiddle with stuff. If you watch my other channel, you'll know that I have to have something in my hand, and I've just dropped some bits. But anyway, yeah, I was just disappointed for Louis, really, that he hadn't qualified for the A final. But I will say there was quite a bit when we played the racing back last night. There was quite a lot of swearing, and I didn't pick it up because I'm just watching the racing. But Heidi said, "Oh, can you hear that? I hope you can hear that bell. If you can hear that bell, that's Finchamfield Primary School. And when the kids leave school, they will ring the bell. And there is a teacher leaving apparently. So if you heard that, that's what that noise was. And it only rings when people leave the school. They don't ring any other time because it's falling down. Bit of useless information there. Yeah, and when I say about bell, I do mean a bell in a tower, not a bell as in a bell in your hand, like a handbell. Anyway, I was saying, the swearing you'll hear, especially on the elite final, is kids. So it's quite weird because it wasn't the kids around where we sat or where we were standing. It was, I must have been walking, but I never even heard it, and I was like, you can hear it really plain on here. Yeah, you can get swearing through life, innit? And like I said, I don't do my videos for kids. So there you go. Yeah, so we better get on and watch the final. I did say to Heidi before the final actually started, and Louis went off to go to the start hill. I said to Heidi, he's either going to win or try to win, or he's going to crash, and it'll be a big crash. And this was my thinking, because me and Louis have been chatting in between waiting for the final, the final places to come up. And I was sort of saying, oh, I think you need to do this, you need to do that, and obviously you don't listen to what I'm saying. But I had this feeling he was going to have a big crash, and I just sort of thought I was being funny, and I was just explaining, no, he's either going to go for it or he's going to bin it. So let's find out what happened. Right, Lou's in the B final, we had the B final. Keep it tight. Go on, Louis! Right, well, you can't get better than that, can you? So, yeah, well chuffed with a win. He done well, that was good. I know there's only, I think, 4 of them out there, but he done well, and I was chuffed with that. But like I said last week, on a B final, even though you win it, you really come 9th, in your class. And that's where a bit of confusion sort of come into me anyway. But I guess if you know, you know. So while he was going round, still coming off the track, Heidi said that's his fastest gate times of the day. I couldn't tell you actually what it is. I didn't look. And as he come up to us, I wish I got on film really. His time came up, and he got a 41. I think it was 41.7. But it was a 41. I don't care how you look at it, it's a 41. So I was obviously well happy with that, 41. And so was he. But like I said, if you win a B final, you're really in 9th place. So we're looking at it, and it comes up 9th. Like, yeah, fine. That's what he's got. That's what he's got. And then it started getting confusing because it said 8, 9 in brackets. So I sort of, I don't understand. I said, perhaps that's something to do with last round, this round. Then I thought, no, because it says this event. And I still didn't really catch on to it. And I come home, we had a chat with some few people on that, and I come home. Still looking at it, and I started looking through the times, and well, perhaps he did end up 8th somehow. Perhaps there was only 7 in the final. No, definitely 8 in the A final. So why has it come up 8, brackets 9? And it wasn't until this morning I started looking at it, and it all of a sudden clicked. So if you're in this situation, like it comes up with a number and another number in brackets, because 9 makes sense because he won the B final. So like I say, it just didn't make sense to me. I wanted to suss it out. I guess a lot of you already know what the situation is. So I'm looking at it and I realised that it says merged on the racing thing. So what happened is, obviously his class would have been 11 people, but there was 12 people because there was only one lady or gal in the female 13 plus class. So they put her in the same class as Louis was, which is fair enough, because no point running on your own. She comes 7th in the final. She was quick. And she comes 7th in the final. In fact, I thought she could do better than that, because she was flying. She comes 7th, and then what they do is they take that position away in the class. So yes, she comes 7th in the final, on the A final, but really she comes first in the 13 plus class. So for female 13 plus. So she is actually leading that class now, which is good, because she deserves it. And that also means that as far as points are concerned, Louis come 8th, not 9th, even though he come 9th in the thing. And I did start thinking the obvious, would he have got through if she wasn't, he got through to the A final if she wasn't there? No, he wouldn't. He scored 15. It was quite a high score. So he would have still got the B final even if she wasn't there. I know he would have got different places and all the rest of that rubbish, but I think he would have been the B final anyway. So yeah, it was good. I'm happy with that. So overall, yeah, because he come 5th in the first round, 8th in this round, that puts him in 6th place over the 2 rounds. Well, hey, you can't complain at that. He's bang in the middle, and he's sharing them same points with someone else. So I think 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, or something like that. I know there's about 4 or 5 of them what are really, really close. And I reckon that'll go right through the whole round like that, of them being really close, passing each other, and you know, it should make it interesting for the time it gets to the round 15. It's that close, you know. It's just the point. Yeah, you've got the leaders who are like well ahead. The lad who fell off in the final last week, he made up for that big time, and he won everything. Good, because he deserves it. I do believe he's actually younger than what the class, you know. So you know, I mean, he's riding above where he should need to be. He's a good rider, so he deserves to be up there. And yeah, I think that's brilliant. But like now, I've sussed out all the points. I've sussed out how they do them for the overall sort of stuff. You know what I mean? For like, it's just it's quite a simple system, really. But if you want me to explain that in a video, I can do. I wouldn't put it on one of these because it just bore you to tears. But I love numbers, you know what I mean? I can fill with numbers, all sit and work things out all day long, you know. So yeah, we're in a bad meeting. I don't want to ramble on too long. Let's get them elite bikes on. And if you haven't seen them before, you just watch this. This is fantastic. Right, the elite final. Got to film this for you. That's one of the coaches.
I can see you commenting.
Filming. That little gnat's going to fly around right away. remember, it's okay not to be okay, and I'll see you soon.